Alrighty then. Let's begin the long walk out of here. Oh, or I could just teleport. Only problem, it's all coming back to me now. I have no idea where the Sokofu to go. Apparently, there. If I walked back, I could take an airship. There's like a couple of things that I want to do. I want to get that experience accessory. I need to get some spells. Couple things that I want to do. Well, first order of business, go to Rabanastre. Do a little bit of cursory shopping. One of the issues is I don't actually know which shop sells accessories. Yeah. Now you get to be back and forth between meetings you don't want to be in. Well, I mean, you still gotta hold down the fort for a little while longer, Dante. I'm sure all of your employees are terrified of their future. You do not sell what I need. You're about to be sick day. Just in the meeting, just play your track sick day on loop. I'm sure they'll appreciate that. Maybe it's not called sick day. I don't remember. I know, I'm a horrible person. It's not looking like this place is going to sell things that will be helpful to me. Not Rabanastre. It's supposed to be, you know, the place where everything converges. You know, it's in the center of everything. There's Adel. There's Poach. So far, the reboot is pretty solid, 9 out of 10. Having a good time, and chances may have been for, or changes made have been for the better. Oh, snaps. I woke up a little bit earlier this morning, and I was like, oh, let me, because, you know, you were streaming on release time, and, at work, they made some changes to how certain people can take their lunches, and I was one of those affected people, so I can't take 30-minute lunches now. I have to take 45-minute lunches, ad minimum. So I, lightning vulnerable. There's lightning damage? Oh, these are different than these. There's weak, and there's vulnerable. I don't know if I want to spend all my money on these, but it's nice to know that they're there. I got sidetracked. You know, this happens. I'll resume the regularly scheduled program here in a hot second. Any of these? No. All right. So at work, basically because I work the later shifts, I have to start taking 45-minute lunches instead of 30-minute lunches, which is fine. You know, like it doesn't necessarily bother me, or have any like inverse effects on things other than I might go to sleep 15 minutes later in the night, because sometimes I go to sleep at like 9:35. So you know 9:50 or something, 10 o'clock. But anyways, so I just still happened to be working, and Dante just started streaming, so I was like, ooh, I'm gonna watch Dante play some Advance Wars. And Dante was going a little bit later than I could wait, so I went to sleep around like 10 o'clock, you know. It's my bedtime. And I woke up this morning at like 5:30 or something like that. And I was like, oh, I can watch the VOD for Dante's stream and see how Advance Wars is looking to be. And there was no VOD on my following page. I was like, okay. Oh, that's weird. Maybe he ended his stream, you know, in like 2 minutes of me going to sleep. And so I went to his channel, and there were no VODs on his channel. And I was like, okay. That's, it's, you know, weird. And then, magically, as if Dante heard my thoughts and prayers, he started streaming. And then I asked him, and then I connected the dots, and I was right. And this was all just a long story to say that I was right, and nobody was wrong, but it sure feels good to be right. Turns out you're an exclusive one-time event. Recording just doesn't do the experience justice. Yeah, recordings are important. Which, interestingly enough, I didn't know it worked that way, Dante. So I guess if anybody doesn't know, when I was looking at Dante's, I don't know why I'm going to such extraordinary lengths when I'm pretty sure I know where these accessories are. I'm just like running around Rabanastra hoping that one of these people sells the accessory when I want, when I could just go to the town that... Oh, anyways. So if anybody doesn't know, it appears that if you don't have VODs enabled for your own Twitch channel, then you do not broadcast to the channel or category that you are streaming in. So in Dante's case, he had VODs turned off and he was streaming in the Advance Wars category. But when I checked the Advance Wars category, he was not in there. Nowhere to be found. I refreshed multiple times. So after I said, hey, I started going through the motions with him of like, okay, maybe it's this, and he made some changes, and sure enough, once he enabled VODs, he was in the category once he restarted the stream. So keep that in mind, potential streamers out there. I mean, you should always enable the VOD saving. It's only 14 days, which is super sad, but stuff and stuff with the stuff and stuff. So I want to go to Balfunheim Port. But I don't see a person to go there. So I guess I'm going to Arcades. Let me try a private cabin this time. Who wants their blunders recorded, though? Or their incompetence? Good reasons not to record? Oh, private cabin just sent me here immediately. Okay. Yeah, you're correct. Some people would not want that. I would argue those are things to be embraced. Interestingly enough, I was watching a streamer by the name of Shady Bunny who plays Hearthstone Battlegrounds. It's basically all he does. And I watch his VODs because, he starts streaming at like 10 p.m. my time, which, as mentioned earlier, is my bedtime. And one of his viewers was like, do you dread, because he has a child, and one of his viewers is like, do you dread your, like, the moment that your child needs to go to sleep and, they start putting up a fight? And he's like, I got advice from someone a while back, and it was that those are the moments to be embraced. And because if you were to skip ahead, 50 years or whatever, and you had a time machine to go back, and you could choose the moments that, were just, moments, or you could choose the moments where your child was, being a little punk or something like that, you would always choose the moments where they're being a little punk. And I was like, I don't have children, so I can't necessarily vibe with that. But I think that type of mentality does transfer over to other types of things. No, I'm sure there will be some embarrassment on my part, but looking back on all my goofs and blunders, that that sounds like a good time for me. And I gotta walk all the way over there. Look of who. A walking or sitting embarrassment? I feel like the context for that is desperately needed, because one can interpret that as my parents absolutely despise me because all I do is make them look bad. Or you can interpret it as, I'm just a goofy person, and I goof around, and sometimes I embarrass myself. Reduces MP cost by half. Oh. Huh. My gosh, look how many prime pelts I have. For the first time in all of Final Fantasy, Final Fantasy 12 history, Axelrod has money. How long will it last? Stay tuned. Seems like that area will probably be a really good grinding spot. Book of Organe Scent. A mallet. I'm selling it. Gigaskier. I have 150,000? This is insanely expensive. I just have a feeling that it's insanely not what I want, but worry about that in a little bit. Okay, so reduces MP cost by half. So if I were to analyze the use for this particular item, it would be basically only required on boss fights, which is basically the biggest challenge that I have right now. And MP cost is a bit of a problem. At least in when we get to the final 25% of the boss's HP and I start losing control very, very quickly on these boss fights, MP cost becomes a problem. So at minimum, having one of these feels necessary, and that would be for Ash. I think at maximum, having two of them would be efficient, because I could give it to Bosch or I could give it to Penelo, and they can serve as off healers. But also at the same time, well, no, I would probably need to have an off healer, because the wait time for healing is so insane, and sometimes the damage is just so crazy that the last boss is really very evident of how difficult fighting enemies can be, and how much control I start losing. So two of them is probably needed, but they're only needed for bosses. I will buy 2. Oh, there's also the issue of I actually need to find where I can equip these on the board, and I wasn't thinking about that, but I'm gonna buy 3 of those. I'm gonna buy a bunch of remedies, deal with that other problem that I have. Now I need to get out of here. Hold on. What is it called? It is called an embroidered tippet. And is the other one an opal ring? Sage's ring. That's very expensive to get to. Oh, that's an accessory as well. I thought that was going to be one of those. Okay, so Ash needs to get over here. Everyone else needs to get there. Oh. Turns out I don't gotta get that far. I could save a lot by giving her North Swain's Glow. Don't know. She doesn't have anything. Here. Give it to her. Save a little bit of whatchamacallit, 40 points. Doing it that way. Actually, be more than that. Yeah. A ribbon, huh? Uh-huh. There's something over here that I might have wanted everybody to have, but I don't. I don't know. I don't think it was exposed. Revive. No, that never mind. That consumes the user's HP. Would not want that. Do that for you. That for you. That for you. That for you. Best thing that happened to you today? Axolotl is the start of your day, which helps a lot. Oh my goodness. Compliments given to me are often wasted compliments. But I'm glad that that is a great thing for your day. All I do is press a start streaming button and just say ooh and ah and suck a foo. Alright. I am set up nicely. This way feels like it should be faster, but it's probably not faster. Once gave Axel a compliment. He asked you. You still had the receipt so you could return it. I don't know if I'd go that far, but you know, I was talking to my manager yesterday. This is related. And my manager said that we are very similar people because I do not either put a lot of weight or just don't notice the like influence and impact that I have, you know, in the workspace and whatnot. And I think that's something that I'm certainly very much aware of, but it's also just something that I kind of shy away from. I don't necessarily want to say that I'm not deserving of compliments, but I've been in too many environments where compliments are I have to say this in a very specific way. Compliments always precede something negative, or the compliments are never genuine. Or, you know, from my perspective, you know, I could be entirely wrong. Well, actually, I need to check the magic shop in this place. I need, Dispelga. I want that a lot. Not to say that, you know, people only give fake compliments or whatever. But this kind of ties back to the whole tit for tat conversation that people have of, hey, how are you? How was your day? How was your morning? You know, and the reasons why I don't ask people, how are you? How was your day? Because nobody's asking, and from my perspective, nobody's asking those questions to learn how you are doing and how your day is going, you know? And so I kind of look at compliments the same way of like, why have you opted to give me a compliment right now? Like there's so much skepticism on my part. You know, all right, this timing is suspicious to me. You know, you have never complimented me here before, or you have never done X, Y, or Z. You know, like it just why now? Why this compliment and stuff like that. So generally, I just shrug off that kind of stuff because I can't reasonably ask that person, you know, you just complimented me and, well, I don't trust your compliment, so please tell me why this compliment is justified from your point of view. As much as I would like to ask some people that, you know, some people actually legitimately probably have that compliment, and to alienate such a person would certainly make it so that I never receive a compliment from them ever again, which in some cases might actually be a good thing, especially if they're just trying to give me backhanded compliments. But my brain works in kind of backwards ways because I've been in environments and I have worked at places where it's kind of molded so much skepticism and another nice word for I'm suspicious from people telling me nice things, or even people telling me not nice things, you know? I'm so used to hearing like, you know, this day was horrible and it's your fault. I don't care if yesterday you increased company revenue by 1,000%. You know, today is terrible, and I don't care that it's not your fault that today is terrible, because today is terrible, and I'm blaming you. And it's just like, well, dang, you know, I guess today is my fault. What are you even doing? I just clocked in. Very kind, helpful, entertaining, positive, and consider unusual things, which is interesting. Oh, and calming. Get genuine. Well, even if it doesn't seem like it, I do appreciate the compliment. Oh, you had Dispelga. Oh wait, no, I didn't want a Spelga. I wanted a Sunaga. Cost 72. Yo, all of my money is gonna go to all of these. I mean, I have to buy these. These are required. Now, where do I go? These feel like they're nice, but I feel like I have a nice thing going right now of people casting their own individual buffs so that other people can actually do their freaking job. And this would just get in the way of the one person doing their freaking job. which is most likely going to be healing because, yeah. So, a rise is probably good. I guess I buy these two and just go down to 10,000 and just say Sagafu. Morning Mace. Oh, I'm never going to use this Doom Mace. I'm never going to use that either. That can go. Yeah. Is there anything else I should be concerned about? Probably not. I would like to save, though. That's why you don't respond when someone asks you that. True, whenever you ask people why they say that they don't have an answer, usually there's a reason. You can say, like, what specific thing did I do that makes you think that but they can't ever come up with anything and just stop responding. And then they never give you compliments ever again. Because they feel in their mind, you know, this person has slighted me. They do not appreciate my compliment. I feel like I should buy some of these. Wait, why do I have 34,000 money? Didn't I just buy those spells? I did. Wasn't I supposed to go down to... Wasn't I supposed to go down to 10,000 money? Am I crazy? I'm checking the VOD. I had 35. Yeah. Arise. Kiraja. I need to buy those. Hurry up and buy them. The wrong way. Oh, I sold those weapons. Okay. Right. It's so mystifying how quickly I forget things. Let's see. So, at the very, very least, I want these. These vulnerable ones, I could probably live with that. Well, I'm gonna buy those two. The reason for that is if I come across a boss that's not weak to get against anything, but might be vulnerable to something, then again, I won't know what they're vulnerable to. And I would have to swap out all of the gambits to figure out what they're vulnerable against so that I could start casting that particular spell. That sounds annoying. And I don't want any part of that. I'm gonna go up here just to put this on my map. You studied some communication, and a Marshall Rosenberg teaches that it is more helpful to tell people what specific thing they did to help you or make your day better. Throwing adjectives, labels at them isn't usually helpful. Or the flip side of that, say the specific thing that makes them upset or whatever, not throw labels like you're incompetent, you never listen, or whatever. I can see that being a thing. You know, I mean, if you make a mistake, you want to know what the mistake that you made was so that you can fix it. Perhaps never make that mistake again. Oh my gosh, we have new weapons already. I just got here. Okay, so I need to buy one rune blade. Chick Slice doesn't get a new weapon though. Come on, man. Alright, so we're gonna buy one rune blade. Changed my mind. I'm not giving the rune blade to Ash. Giving the diamond sword to Ash. This means that new armor is available. Okay, Kaiser Shield. Oh, this is the Giga stuff. Ooh, good thing I did not buy this Giga stuff. This is not what I need to be equipping right now. Okay, so I think I go for the Dragon Helm and Mail. Or Bosch. I'd have to spend 150 to go around this thing, and it's just not worth it. increases your HP, magic resist, and strength. Yep. I need money. I have no money. How quickly money goes away. Oh, you have platinum armor. You already have platinum armor. This would probably give me like 5,000. I'd be close to what I need. But not quite there yet, I don't think. Oh, less than that. Ugh. I think I'm just short. Yeah, I need another 1,000. Alright, goodbye, Morningstar. I did not need you. It's actionable feedback versus non-actionable feedback. Is someone saying something because they want something done or because they just wish to talk? Are they being a suckafoob? Are they trying to help you to improve? Wither. Okay. Well, I just spent basically an hour shopping. Very productive shopping experience. I got all kinds of things that I want. Well, I guess I don't have to save. I could just use the fade to black. There's a few more things that I need to engage in first. That's Sunaga. Still feels like katanas are not the way to go. Probably do much better just giving her a one-handed sword. Alright, so I'm going to mark, I guess, in the fade to black to this cutscene up here. Lord Redis is waiting. Governor expects good behavior from all his guests. In you go.